watching a goodfellowmedia.com exclusive.
My world, round vicious, white girl team full of bad bitches.
I think it's been just a growth and understanding who I am instead of imitating. I'd say as a teenager, I paid a lot more attention to what other artists were doing and just what other people were doing in the media in general. And now that I look back on it in retrospect, I can admit that I was mimicking a lot of stuff. And now that I'm older and I feel like I know who I am, I feel like I do my own thing more and it reflects more on my music. I think females are scared to be sexual because they feel like they're not going to be respected and it's demeaning to a lot of people, but I think that if you own it, it's your power for you. So I'm not scared to be sexual or be a woman or wear clothes or, you know what I mean? I think the way you're perceived or the respect level is based on your respect level. And if I don't want to do it and be like, then you have to respect it. So that's why I don't shy away from it. It's kind of funny to see so many people now say I should model, because now that I find myself doing more and more photo shoots for magazines and other stuff, I realize that it would never be a profession I would pick. It's fun to take photos just as being a girl, but to be in like 10 and 20 outfits and do the things that models do, I don't know how to do it. My back hurts the next day all the time. I'm like, oh, what did I do? Oh, I was in a photo shoot. I want to go to a festival, and I'm excited about just hopefully I get to have the festival experience, because I just see so many pictures and I see all the big festivals like Bamboozle or the Coachella or ones from my country in England, and you always see them in magazines and people like romping around seeing all the acts, and that's something that I've never done. So hopefully I can find a few hours free and go try to just have the experience of getting to see all the different acts. I'm just excited to be in that environment. Fan mode, I do that all the time because I'm a fan of music. That's why I wanted to do it, because I love it. Who did I see that I had a fan moment over last?
50 Cent.
Probably 50 Cent that I last had a fan moment on. I didn't think I would, honestly. But as a teenager, you gotta think like 2003 was probably 50 Cent's like one of his biggest years, and I saw him in concert. That was the first rap concert I ever went to, and I've never really fanned out before. I'll always see people that I love and be like, I respect your music and I'm a fan, but it's never like, ah. But I was like, it's 50 Cent. Holy shit, I'm gonna say something. Ah! I'm gonna tell him. Because that was my first ever experience that I ever felt like, oh, this is hip hop in my face, not on a screen. And it was 50 Cent, and it was cool, so it was 50 Cent. I thought it was the best home for me, that's why I ended up signing, but it didn't have anything to do with my management being Interscope. If anything, it made me question it more, because having management and label be the same company can get tricky sometimes in terms of an artist's interest. But to me, Interscope is kind of like a family, and I know so many people at that label so well, and I think when you're making a commitment that's that big, and a lot of people don't realize for that length of time, it's a long time, you really want to know the people. And I didn't feel so hesitant to work with them because I felt like I had already had such a long relationship with them prior to that, and just writing for other people and stuff like that. Not even me being an artist, Iggy Azalea, I've had an outside relationship with that label for a long time, almost 2 years now, so I felt like I know these people. I used to get really annoyed by being compared to anyone, or even being called a female rapper. Like, why? And then you know what, one day somebody actually tweeted to me on Twitter, and I did listen, and they said, you know, you have to just keep making music, and if it's good, all those other things fall away.
Yeah.
And they said Eminem used to be a white rapper and now he's not. He's just a great rapper. And it takes time. And I don't like to say the word prove because that just comes with a stigma. But it almost is, you know. You just have to have the content and it has to be great content. And you have to be consistent. And I feel that as long as you keep doing that, those things fall away. Obviously, I think it's horrible. It's hard to say exactly when you don't know somebody personally. I think it's just sad to see that I don't really feel like she had a lot of support or supporters, you know what I mean? Especially in the public towards the end of her life. And as an entertainer and knowing how lonely it can get even when everybody loves you, just to imagine the place she was in for all this to happen, or for her to even be taking prescription drugs and all of the different variables, it just hurts my heart. And I just think we need to be more considerate in what we say and remember that entertainers are people too, and it affects them. There's so many huge stars that we keep losing, and I do think that we need to not underestimate the power of our words and how they affect them and cause them to do stuff like. Next for me, I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow actually to record my album. That's what's immediately next. And I want to work with so many people. I really want to actually work with Ester and Missy. That's on my list of girls. I always talk about the guys and the rappers that I want to work with, but I want to work with Ester and Missy Elliot. I want to work with some girls that can rap and write, and I want to get in there and try to make some records with them. I haven't reached out to them yet, but I would like to.